Joe, kind of a long and winding road to get to an 18-point win where you hold them under 100. Was that just sticking with the plan, or is that like flipping a switch? What got you to that separation at the end?
So I thought we played it's really how they tried to guard us. And, they obviously switched us, tried to take away our threes, and at the other end they shot threes. And so, we had, in order to be a great defensive team, you have to be really good on offense, and I just thought we were unorganized a little bit on the offensive end. Got some empty possessions, got some turnovers, and they controlled the shot margin. I thought in the second half, we did a great job of just getting to our spots, playing with physicality on our drives, and we controlled the shot margin, with our one-shot defense and our ability to get to the free throw line. And so this game was probably one of our best games of the year, and really gives us, from the standpoint of we were able to win a different way, and this game showed a template of how teams are going to guard us, and it gives us another thing to practice. I thought our guys did a great job.
So is that what makes it the best win of the year? Just like
I didn't say the best win, one of the best games of the year.
One of the best games of the year. So
from the information that we're able to extract from it, and like we were guarded differently than we have throughout the year, and how we were able to execute in it. So it gives us something to work on.
So how were you guarded? That
they switched and tried to take away threes and forced us to play dribble drive. And so as long as you take care of the ball and you play physical and you don't turn it over and you get to the free throw line, we were really, really efficient in the paint. And then once we were able to take away their multiple shot possessions and then get to certain guys that we wanted to shoot and make sure we contested, then it kind of evened itself out, And so that game can be a misleading game of like, is it math or is it effort? And sometimes it's both, and sometimes it's just you have to keep the effort up until the math plays itself out. And I thought our guys did a good job of that.
Did you break a clipboard when you saw the shot margin differential?
No, because our free throws were always there, and so it never was as high as it looked.
And then
because it was always around like 8 to 10, which if you're not going to, and sometimes it's because of the turnovers, not the offensive rebounds. And so they had 6 offensive rebounds at the half, but we had 7 turnovers, and we can't have 7 turnovers. We're too good of an offensive team, and that's how they were able to get out in transition and get cross-matched. And so it was a combination of things that we can control. And so no.
When you guys win a game, when the core metrics that you really focus on are flipped so far against you the other direction, what does that do for you, learning?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Like I said, it just gives us something to study, gives us something to work on, and grateful that we were able to play that game.
Taylor and Gary.
In the last 3 first halves, Jaylen's had 20, 20, and 18. What stood out about the way he's attacking early, and why do you think he has the tendency to kind of get hot early like that?
He's just always in attack mode, and I love what Jaylen's doing. I love the work he's putting in. I love the poise that he's playing with on the offensive end. I love the way he's getting different baskets, whether it's handling, whether it's in transition, the poise he's playing with in the post. He's really reading the game and taking advantage of it. And, so my favorite play was when it was 1-on-189 and he gets the loose ball and dishes it to KP for a dunk. And so being defined by just playmaking in general, and it's something that he's really taken ownership of.
You mentioned the amount of switching that he did against you. You're not able to see him kind of that during the year. How comfortable do you feel the team is playing against that level of defense, especially where you say, that's what you're going to see later in the playoffs potentially?
Pretty comfortable. And, it's all right there. We're very comfortable. So it took us a little while to just get to that space, So once we were able to get to that spacing and understand, how we were able to take advantage of the matchups differently, made the game slow down for us, So, but I think, we're very comfortable in it. And the key to that is playing physical offense, getting to the free throw line, making your free throws, but, our one-shot defense. And as long as we keep the relationship of the game being connected, you can't attack if you don't defend. You can't defend if you don't attack. As long as we keep that relationship, then we'll be able to play against any coverage.
You've mentioned wanting to shake up rotations a little bit in the final stretch of the season here, try out some different things in that sense. You took Brown out early rather than Tatum, a few other things like that in this game. How are you trying to mix that in a game like this?
We've done that before. That wasn't anything to do with wanting to do it this half of the season. I just thought, he had it going there, and I liked the unit that we were going to bring to start the quarter. I thought Luke did a great job tonight. Him and O'Shea are kind of in that boat of multiple times. Both of their names are on the clipboard, and depending upon who the other matchup is, one of them's going in and one of them's coming back to the bench. And I appreciate their their buy-in to do that. And tonight it was Luke, and so we put him in the fourth quarter with like 9 minutes to go, and he changed the complexity of the game for us. So guys being open-minded to that puts us in the best position to win.
Joe, you guys are 0 for 2 from 3 in the second quarter. Is there
Wasn't this the opponent where you asked me if we shot too many threes, like Game 4 of the year?
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Full circle, huh? What a beautiful moment.
Yeah, life's a circle. And next, I'm asking about Maxi's shooting.
Yes.
When you go 0 for 2, do you come to a realization that we're not going to win this game with threes? Like, is that hard to accept? Is that like
No,
you're
I
going to win
think
this game with threes?
That's a good question. No, I just think every game is going to present a different challenge. And so when you're looking at that sharp margin, you have to ask yourself, okay, why and how are we going to attack and defend at that level? And so I don't want to get into a box where, and we've never said we have to win doing this. That's never been stated. We always take what the defense gives us. We're one of the best teams at doing that, and that's kind of our offensive philosophy is take the best shot and find the best shot. So once it took us, it took us to about, I would say, end of the first quarter, beginning of the second, to just understand how the opponent was defending us, then we just have to make that adjustment. And we made that adjustment by taking care of the ball, going to a few different formations, and then just keeping defending at a high level. The uncomfortable thing of the game was they were shooting a very high percentage from three. All of their shooters were, and so you're either going to get blown out as they continue to do that, or it's going to even itself out by getting the right guys to continue to shoot those, and then they miss, and then you work at the margin by taking care of the basketball at the other end.
And in terms of shooting threes, is it a situation where you're how do I put this? Are you satisfied with 22?
Yeah, like I said, we need to be aware of how's the opponent defending us and how can we fully take advantage of that. And so, like I said, I'm not a guy that I don't love threes. I love great shots. And so if the 5 is going to be on KP and they're going to be in drop and we're going to have 2-on-1s for threes and we're going to shoot those. If they're going to switch and the mismatches are going to be in the post or in the perimeter for dribble drives, then we're going to shoot that. And if we drive into the paint and they don't help, we have to finish at the rim. If they drive into the paint and help and we do kick it out, then we get it. So this team has really grown into taking what the defense gives you every single night and quickly getting to that, quickly getting to what that is and trying to exploit it. And that's why I'm very grateful for this game.
Joe, a few weeks ago you said, I got a lot of dogs in this team. I've heard Tatum refer to the guys in this team as dogs. We keep getting clips of Jaylen Brown asking his guys to bark. Is this a mantra or nickname that's going on behind the scenes, or just a coincidence?
I think it's just a coincidence.
All right, well, be that as it may. Can you talk about your team's resilience? It seems like this theme of rising to the occasion, getting tough, getting nasty seems to keep coming up.
No,
Whether or not there's a nickname behind it.
No, it all starts with them. It starts with the character of the team, the professionalism, the mindset that they have, the approach that they bring to games, to practices, to shoot-arounds, to film sessions. It's all about them. And so they've done a great job in that. And I've said it multiple times, winning can be just as detrimental as losing if you don't handle it the right way. And so our guys are doing a good job of handling it. They have a balance of knowing we're really good, but at the same time we have to get better and we got to be hard on ourselves. There was a possession tonight that we went to an adjustment in the fourth quarter and we missed the read on the adjustment and we gave up a 3, but they didn't make it. And we can't be focused on the result. We have to focus on the process of that. We have to be able to go to a certain thing and not give up a shot to a player. And the guys have done a great job of living in that space. We know we're good, but we have to get better. It's credit to them.
Speaking of character, it's kind of funny every time you guys play Philly, Al seems to have moments where he steps up. In this fourth quarter,
How great was that loose ball that he dove on? We didn't get it, but the fact that he
was
just
excellent.
did that, it's amazing.
And he made a couple hook shots, great cuts, good post-ups in the paint. Do you guys get a kick out of how he's just always there against Philly?
I would say Al's there every game.
That's true.
So I don't really want to make it about one opponent. He shows up every night.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.